In this first video, we're going to work on sections, review problems from section 1.1 and 1.2. So 1.1 was about order of operations. So you need to have your order of operations memorized, and I would recommend that when you do the order of operations problems, you actually write out your order of operations over on the side. So I'm going to write it like this. Remind myself. So first thing it tells me is look for parentheses. I've got two sets of parentheses here, and here. And so I'm going to go all the way to the inner set of parentheses. So that means I'm going to start here. So remember, when you start inside a set of parentheses, you go all the way back up to the top of the order of operations. We don't have any more parentheses inside of that. So I look for exponents, and there is an exponent. So I'm going to do this first. So I'm going to copy everything else down because I want to make really sure I remember to do everything. So I've got 9 plus, and this says 3 squared, so that's 9. Move this over a little bit. Okay, so all I did was that one step. Now I'm still working inside the parentheses, so I'm going to do this. Now the inside of that set of parentheses is finished. I don't have any more operations to do in there. So now I'm working inside the other set of parentheses. So I'm looking at all of this. And then I look in there and I have addition, subtraction, and 2 multiplication problems. So that means I'm going to start with my 2 multiplication problems. So I'm going to copy everything else down. Now inside of the parentheses, all I have is addition and subtraction. So my order of operations says I'm going to do that from left to right. So everything else I'm going to copy down. So 8 minus 36 gives me negative 28. Negative 28 plus 20 gives me negative 8. Now I'm finished with that set of parentheses. So out of what's left here, I have an exponent, a subtraction, and a multiplication. So I'm going to do the exponent first, because I'm just going to do this. And now I'm going to do my multiplication here, negative 5 times negative 8. So my final answer for the whole thing is going to be 76. So the main thing to do when you're doing order of operations problems is make sure you remember the order of operations and be just really careful and methodical. Don't get in a hurry. Give yourself plenty of time, and you can see there's lots of chances to make little sign errors or little small mistakes in order of operations. So just be really careful, go through carefully, and check yourself. Go back up and redo it after you're done. Okay, so the next one has got some fractions in it. So again, our order of operations. So I have some parentheses, so I'm going to do what's inside the parentheses first and copy everything else down. So when I do that inside the parentheses, I'm going to do, it's a division of fractions, so I'm going to do 1/6 times 3 over 1. That means I'm going to do 6 is really just 1/2. So I'm going to do this. Now I've got a square 1/2. Well, that's 1/2 times 1/2. So I have 4/3 times 7/8 plus 1/4. Now I've got a multiplication problem. I'm going to do this part over here. So I'm going to multiply straight across 28 over 24. I'm going to reduce this. So I can reduce that by 4. So I'm going to get 7 over 6 plus 1/4. I need a common denominator, which is going to be 12. So this becomes 14/12 plus 3/12. So the whole thing becomes 17/12. Remember, it's fine. In fact, we encourage you to leave answers like that. That can't be reduced, so we're going to leave it as an improper fraction like that. That's the way we want it. That's order of operations, section 1.1.